Or do it. Just
Do it.
Just
Hello, are we live?
We should be. We should be. And I am. I keep forgetting to do this. But I'm gonna host myself. I'm gonna host ourselves.
Oh yeah.
I always forget to, and I always think like after the call, it's like, fuck, I was gonna goddamn do that, and I never do. So I'm a piece of shit.
That's a good call.
So I'm a host
Pizza
our shit. Do I not follow us? I could have sworn that I follow us.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah.
Dude, maybe I need to refresh. Since I have the channel in the chat on my PC, I'm trying to do it through my phone.
Okay.
Through the app. I guess I don't follow us. That's so weird. Well, and the bonus is that I don't know how to look up channels on the app. I've tried multiple times, and it just never. It's very wishy-washy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
Super chat. 64. Like I tried to look up the Extra Life one. Tried to look like I've tried so many times to look up chats, or to look up channels using the Twitch app, and I'd say I've probably had a 30% success rate. And yeah, Super Chat 64 does not exist as far as the app is concerned, which is great. That's great. And I'm glad. So the bonus is when I type Super Chat 64, no spaces, I get like 30 results, none of them us. If I type Super Chat, all one word, no results. So
Twitch has they've been known to have the best search feature.
Twitch, I love you to death, but your fucking app.
There's only
God damn
one. There's only one company that has a worse search feature, and that is Reddit. Reddit has the worst search capability possible.
Gross.
I don't even know if it searches anything. I think it just looks for the word.
And then you hope for the best.
Yeah. Which subreddit would you like for this word? There's 100.
Get good. Get good. That's all. That's all, the only advice it gives. Oh, here we go.
And I also apologize for not putting anything on the list.
Might have found it. Oh, it's okay. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
Would you like?
Okay, so that's how you view the chat, which is great. I was hoping to have like the.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! I don't think it's gonna let me like do the thing where you can view the profile without going immediately to the channel. This is a
I don't think so.
problem.
Not with the most.
Okay, so that's
But you
how
can
view the
immediately do chat.
which is great. All right, I don't know how I can get around this. All right, give me another couple moments here. And as a bonus, we're gonna have to end early because I have an extra life meeting that I'm running at 7.
Oh boy, hey, that's
So,
fine. No big issue. We'll take it a little. We'll do a little short one today. We're both kind of busy, so.
Oh, I do follow myself. I do follow us. Just it took about 2 minutes for it to figure its shit out.
Wonderful. What's up, a barbecue master? Hello. Welcome. We're just kind of getting stuff figured out. We usually broadcast on Tuesdays. We're doing a Thursday. We're both kind of, or rather, I was busy on Tuesday. So today's going to be a little bit of a short one, but we're going to try to get into some topics here soon.
Wonderful. So that's what we sound like. And yeah, so as an added bonus, there's still no options for hosting through the app. So I guess I guess I can't fucking do it then. That really sucks. I was gonna like host it so it would show up on my own personal channel, because I have a lot of friends that have expressed interest in joining, and it's tougher when I'm the one
Right.
running the show on the PC
Alex,
side
I'm
of
going to
things.
buy you a new monitor. You have 2 then.
Well, it's not a problem of monitors. It's a problem of being logged into one. Because if I'm logged into us, like to see the chat is the problem.
Just open up Internet Explorer.
I don't even know if I have. Well, I guess I will worry about it.
Don't tell me you don't know if you have that, because that is not an option.
Oh, it's not. I mean, I was trying to remove as many traces of it as I can, but sometimes it doesn't let me get away with that. Yeah. Okay.
Buddy.
All right. So that's unfortunate that we couldn't get that working. I guess I'll have to try more of that later on in my
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's
How's
something I like
Dexter?
to mess with. I have no idea. It's actually I have no idea where he scampered off to, but oh well, he'll live. Oh, now I hear him.
There he is.
He's at first I thought he was beating up one of his toys, and then he decided to growl at something outside. Right, Dexter?
It'll
Right, Dexter?
reset your
There he
scout.
is.
What's scout?
Nope. No, exactly. Reset my scout. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
It's a mystery to everyone.
Whatever.
Account.
Reset your account. Oh, okay.
Oh well, what was your original? Did you have a different username, Barbecue Master.
Right. And when it goes to resetting, how does that even work? I guess you just make a new account.
You can go to I know that you would I guess if you want, you could deactivate the old one, which would involve going into the dashboard and doing that whole thingamajig. But yeah, I don't know. So Justin, how is it Maine again?
It's Maine, yes, and it's fucking cold.
Is it?
It's super cold. I feel sorry for anyone who lives in Maine.
Different hotel room?
Different hotel room, exact same layout. So if anyone watched last week's, it looks exact same as it does this week.
Looks familiar.
I mean, the pictures are even the fucking same. It's really puzzling.
Yeah, I believe it.
But it's very cold. It's I think single digits right outside now, outside right now, and the wind chill takes it to the negatives. So literally, when you walk outside, your face immediately starts freezing. It sucks.
Good. I'm glad.
But yeah, it's strengthening me. I want to believe. I want to believe that all this is just making me a stronger human being. Because when I walk into the place where I have to go to, I actually have to walk like a half mile to get to it.
Oh man.
And the wind lately has been like 30 mile an hour. So and by the way, they lay sand down instead of doing salt. Because sand has a longer longevity than salt. And when the wind blows real fucking hard, that stuff gets in your face constantly. So they're super annoying. I have no idea how anyone deals with this. But everyone seems all right, I guess. I don't know.
They deal with it. They're Mainers.
Yeah.
They're used to it.
But other than that, it hasn't been too bad. It's been all right. Flight cancellation tomorrow. I have to fly tomorrow morning. So I'll probably honestly be going to sleep probably soon. So I can wake up at 3 a.m. to go catch my flight.
God. Yeah.
But I will beat this fucking winter storm that's about to pelt
you
this
will suplex it.
It is going to suplex it.
No, you're going to suplex it. You're going to suplex the winter storm. That's how winter storms work. Tom Kelly, what's going on?
Tom Kelly?
I agree.
Yep, absolutely.
No, he's right. He's right.
He
Tom
is
Kelly
right.
always knows what's up.
Yes. So, what you been up to the past week? How's everything been going?
Mickey. Okay. All right. Well, I know where that's going then.
Yep. Here goes, and it's gone.
Later.
So, okay.
Oh, so sad.
What an entrance! What an entrance!
What an entrance and an exit.
Right.
But anyway, what have I been up to? I've been still more Extra Life stuff. Always lots of Extra Life stuff going on. I actually feel with all the things that we've been working on over the last few weeks, and the fact that it's just the beginning of the year, I feel like we're like already back up to the point of like August, September, October, like around that time frame as far as
that's pretty awesome. So, is this the first year where you guys are actually? Because I guess this is the first year we had a guild. I guess we had a guild last year, but this year is the first year we are starting the year fresh with a guild.
It's the first calendar year we've begun it with a guild. Tom Kelly, I hit the band hammer just because it's probably a safe assumption, and maybe it was perfectly innocent, but like when I see an introduction like that, usually it means that they're just here to spam the chat. So it's like, that's not productive.
Right.
That's not contributing to the discussion. And it is not a guild of virgins. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Tom Kelly. It is a guild of volunteers for a charity organization that I work with called Extra Life, and we beginning of this year we've hit the ground running with doing more, trying to at least get started with more events that happen closer to the beginning of the year. We've got a couple conventions that we're going to try to get into this year, and also a couple conventions that we were unable to, and a couple of other events that we were unable to join in on last year, even though they were later in the year. Things like Archon and Geekway to the West that fill up and sell out so quickly. It's like so we're trying to get in those while we can, while the getting is good. There's a couple of things like that. We met with one of our sponsors on Wednesday, which was a really all right. So Tom Kelly, giving you the same warning, man. I mean, all these kind of bullshit comments and questions aren't gonna get you anywhere. So I'm not really in the mood for it. So if you keep going, I'm just gonna have to drop the ban here on you too, buddy. So I hate to be a buzzkill. I forgot what I was fucking saying, but yeah, just lots of Extra Life stuff. I have been playing a couple of games. although I just forgot what the hell I have been playing. I actually did try out the Super Mario 64 multiplayer mod.
Oh, multiplayer, yeah. So how'd that go?
With one of my buddies, and it went surprisingly well. Actually, I was really.
How is it a special ROM?
Yes, it is through an emulator. And for those that like have issues with emulators and stuff like that, then it's. I mean, I know there are some that are not a huge fan of that kind of stuff, and there's in some cases question of their legality. Well, there's really no question. There really isn't any legal standing for emulators. So, I mean, yeah, you have to take that into consideration. But
and I think they protected emulators not too long ago from the fact that if they stated that a game is a certain amount of age old and it's not current generation, I think it's somewhere around 10 years.
Oh, okay.
That people cannot be fined for playing the game on emulators.
For using the emulator or for playing
for
the ROMs?
Using the emulator and for using it for ROMs. Yeah,
oh,
you can't be you can't actually be legally taken to court or anything.
Oh, okay, that's good. I know that there was that one case a little while back that said like if they were running some sort of third-party server for like a defunct game, that like there were less sanctions and stuff like that, but I hadn't heard that the rules had changed for emulators. So that's actually glad.
Yeah, so emulators are good. And the one with the MMO servers basically. So if you're running a server that you're not being paid for, and if you're running it for a game that no longer has support, then you're fine to.
Okay. Okay, well, in that case, that's much nicer. But yeah, in any case, it played much better than either myself or my friend Corey were expecting. It had a little bit of lag, and there were some stars that don't really work out quite as well. But all things considered, it worked pretty dang smoothly. Getting it set up had a couple of small little hang-ups, but it was still fairly quick and easy. Relative to what I was expecting, at least.
Right.
And it did crash a couple times. It wasn't without hangups, but if someone of moderate technical know-how would be able to figure it out without too much trouble at all. And it was a hilarious time. There were multiple moments that we had to like put our controllers down. We were laughing so much by some ridiculous bullshit that happened.
That's awesome.
I mean, of course, Mario 64 is not fairly on is fairly easy, but like in later levels does not become very forgiving. So
no,
it got ridiculous very quickly, and I loved it. That's one of my favorite games. I could play that game every day for the rest of my life, and I would never get sick of it. So I'm always down for more. And
yeah,
Mike,
you've always stated that was your first game, correct?
It was my first game.
Yeah. So it is definitely near and dear to your heart.
It's one of those games where I've played it so much over the years, and I feel like I'm decently good at it. If there was ever a game that I would want to get into speedrunning, Mario 64 would be one of my top picks. I love that game so much.
I feel like never get tired of it. I had similar feelings for speedrunning that I wanted to get into. So Final Fantasy VII, because I just love it so much.
Of course.
And Diddy Kong Racing is another one that I would love to get into.
Oh, motherfucking Diddy Kong Racing. I love it. Couple things. Mike, good to see you, man. We'll be talking more at 7. He's one of my Extra Life bros.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was here a couple shows last week.
Yep.
So
always a good time. And
emulators broke me as well. I agree.
I think he means that they're for broke people, or they break people. I mean,
right. I was about to say it broke me, and I'm broke, so I agree. Yeah.
And also, Barbecue Master, thanks for stopping by, man. Hope to see you again. Appreciate you stopping by, dude.
Pie Pig, what's my favorite Pokemon? Dragonite is my favorite Pokemon. Right. Always has been.
Safe choice. Mine's Poliwrath. No, Poliwhirl. Going second evolutionary Poliwhirl.
Snap.
That's where I'm going. All about the swirly, crazy hypno thing he does. I don't know. I fucking love Poliwhirl. I think it's just a cool design. I love it.
Is anyone's favorite Pokemon Tangela? I hope not. It was the worst Pokemon ever.
Tangela. Should I know which one that is? I feel
should. It looks like it's just a shrub of snakes.
I feel so old and
worms.
I don't know anything. Oh, is that? I know. Is it like Cousin It?
Oh, yes.
From the Addis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
Like instead of fur, it's just wires. Well, not wires. What's the?
Yes. Yeah. You got the right idea.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. But
game or actual Pokemon? If we're talking about actual Pokemon Dragonite game, I would say I enjoy yellow the most, or fire red.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I've only played the red-blue era and the gold-silver era, so I have no grounds to stake a claim. But I will say, probably the red-blue era. I mean, they're
right, the original.
People always get into like, oh, which one do you like? They're both the same fucking game, so it doesn't matter. Dexter, what do you think, bud? What do you think, Dexter? What's your favorite game? Favorite Pokemon game? What do you think, man?
He likes Nintendogs.
Nintendoges. Squirtle. A solid choice as well. A solid.
Do you think Dexter would be good at Hey You Pikachu?
I think he would be befuddled and a little terrified. And he would probably look at me with a face that says, like, this is why I'm depressed, Alex. Like, you know, he would give me that look of like a mix of disappointment and expected disappointment. Like, why am I surprised? Like, why am I not surprised? That kind of facial expression.
Yep.
So I'm used to it. I get it all the time. But how about yourself, Justin? What games have you been playing in addition to all the travelings?
Oh yes. Well, the travel always opens up my gaming thing because when I sit at the hotel, it's pretty much all I do. Oh yeah. But as far as what I've been playing, I'm playing a lot of tactics. So I'm progressing in the game, and then I halted just to max out one of my characters, and I unlocked the Dark Knight class, which is a special class where you have to master a bunch of classes and get a certain amount of kills in your character. And that class is so overpowered, it is ridiculous. It's so fun though. But yeah, I love that game now. Nice. I have a lot of appreciation for it, and I feel like I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance now as well. So, or Advance Wars. I feel like I need to play Advance Wars as well. Oh yeah. But other than that, I've just been playing around with good old WoW. Me and Eric have been playing as well. He's in the chat.
There he is. That's right.
Trying to think of if there's anything else. Oh, I restarted Final Fantasy 13 for the PC, so I brought that, but it's maximizing the laptop I'm on. That's a definite, because I was testing it to see if I could run that. Maybe I could run Witcher 3. No, there's no way I would be able to. That's a tough one, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a at-home type deal. But I think what I'm going to do for Witcher 3 is actually just move my PC to the living room and hook it up to the TV. Okay. And play it on the couch.
Well. I mean, you got a pretty decently sized TV, so I think might as well make use of that.
I like it. Playing Fallout on it is fucking amazing.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But yeah,
I do not doubt it. Mike says that Dex would kill Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap.
That ain't no.
All about it.
Fucking Pokemon Snap, man. God,
that's a throwback.
That game is. There's no other game like that.
I wish there were. I wish there were more games like it. Honestly,
it's such an odd thing. You literally just on rail shooter, but it's not shooter. You're just snapping pictures. You know, like that's just it's odd.
It's so weird.
And like taking pictures of certain things at certain times that cause different events to happen.
Throwing apples or the little stun Pokeballs or the little Pokeflute. God.
Yes.
I would love to see another like it, honestly. The one thing that comes to mind is Fatal Frame, and that's very different. I mean, similar in that it has like photography mechanics, but that's where the similarities end.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
Yeah, I would love to see another I think they could utilize that with if it was on the Wii U, they could utilize that with the touchscreen. There's so much potential there, or the 3DS for that matter, or the Vita. I don't fucking care. Put it on something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a Pokemon game. Is what I'm getting at.
Screw Fatal Frame. Eric, we should next LAN. We should get a fucking just blackout room in your house and put someone in there to play Fatal Frame with the best surround sound we can buy.
That sounds delicious and pants-shittingly terrifying. Which is how Fatal Frame is meant to be played.
Spent their whole... Oh my fucking god, I forgot about that, Mike. Holy shit. Fucking going to Blockbuster and printing out the pictures from Pokemon Snap.
Really?
I totally forgot about that.
I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a thing. You could do it at Blockbuster, and I think Walmart also did. Where you would just take in your memory card, and then you would put it into the thing, and it would fucking... You'd print out the pictures. How fucking golden was that for like making money. That was like early fucking Nintendo being like, how do we milk this?
Man, that's like, all right. I'm ending the stream now so I can drive over to Walmart and see if they'll still honor my memory card. 13 years later, however long it's been.
Oh my fucking god.
That sounds awesome. I know. If I ever knew that it happened, I've long since forgotten. That sounds awesome.
Dude was selling a kiosk to do that for $2,000.
Oh my god.
I need to look this shit up on fucking
sounds...
Craigslist or something. I need to find one of these.
That's unreal.
And then just open my own eShop. I'm gonna open up an Etsy that'll print off photos.
Etsy, yes.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh,
and Pie Pig, my favorite Fallout, is probably the newest one. I am thoroughly enjoying Fallout 4. I think it's a very good addition to the series. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm having an awesome time just running around and exploring. I think it's incredibly fun. I would say a close second is New Vegas. New Vegas was great.
I've only played the first Fallout, so I would say the first Fallout, but I desperately want to play the others. Sadly I don't have as much time for single player games nowadays, so I like whenever I am able to carve time out, it's like, oh shit, I've got like a priority list, and the Fallout 2 and beyond are all pretty high up on the list. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, that's a lot of people I know like New Vegas.
New Vegas was a very good addition. I think, the issue is I'm in the same boat as you, Alex. I play so many multiplayer games that I just don't really have time for single player stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
like, I'll hop on Steam to play a single player game, and I'll get a couple messages like, "Hey man, we're about to do." It's like, and so much of the time I'll try to rationalize it where it's like, okay, these single player games aren't going anywhere, but my buddies who are playing Payday 2, they won't always want to be playing Payday 2. So yeah, why the hell not? Star Wars Jedi Knight can wait. So I keep. And
the list just keeps adding.
Yeah, it never but it's not to say that I don't enjoy multiplayer games. It's a struggle right now. I'm trying to make the best out of the free time that I do have, which is, always shortening.
Right. Well, speaking of Nintendo doing
good transition
payment, very good. So speaking of Nintendo doing the payment options, which they often do. They do a lot of payment stuff where they allow you to buy extras, taking case the amiibos, which also taking case that apparently the new Twilight Princess HD is going to have a gated dungeon.
Yes.
And it is going to be an amiibo-related gated dungeon. So you'll have to purchase the amiibo, put the amiibo on your little system, and then it'll unlock the dungeon for you. And
for a while it was like, it was sort of confirmed, and then it was downgraded to rumors, and now it's pretty much like an official thing. So it's like, they can't really hide behind the whole, like, oh, it's not confirmed yet. It's, come on, guys, we know what you're getting at. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty much totally going to happen. Like, it's generally accepted.
Is this how we're going to do DLC now? Is this how it is?
Well, I see.
Do you like $16 DLC?
Well, well, I mean, so first off, yes, because everyone does that. Like lots of publishers and whatnot have DLC where it's like, oh, here's a collector's edition DLC pack you can upgrade for like $20. Fuck that. So the cost is a bummer, but not the first time, and probably will be the last when we see something like that.
Oh, not at all.
I see it more along the lines of, oh, geez, what's this image?
I have to
click it because I can't. Oh, I hope.
Oh my God! There it is.
Is that the station? Shit. Oh man.
Yes. Thank you, Eric. Oh my fucking God.
Man, that's awesome. Hope that didn't.
That is fucking it. I printed out a lot of photos.
Oh yeah.
Now that I recall, me and my friend, man, we rented Pokemon Snap 2. We didn't own it. We rented it for like a solid 2 weeks.
Also, okay, there we go. I misheard you. Yeah.
Yeah, so we rented Pokemon Snap. We never actually purchased it.
I still got my copy, man. If you want to borrow it.
Fuck.
And then we just need $2,000 to buy that kiosk.
To buy the kiosk, and then we're set.
Yep, we're set, man.
Yeah, we're set for not making any money.
Forever. Yeah.
Oh, hey, if you got that old memory card laying around, send it in.
We'll
print off your Snap photos.
Print that shit out for you using this, I'm sure, highly outdated Kodak fucking technology. Yeah, jeez, ridiculous.
Oh my God, that is beautiful.
Ridiculous, but
anyway. As far as the Twilight Princess amiibo, I just see it as honestly purchasing an amiibo and just getting the bonus of the dungeon in the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of people won't see it as that because a lot of people see it as, I have to purchase DLC for this game, which, I mean, if it's a new dungeon, I'd say,
it's not
And it's an optional one.
Yeah.
It's not something you have to progress in the story with. I don't know. I guess you could take it two ways. You could take it as if you're not into amiibos, and you're like, well, I have to purchase an amiibo to get this dungeon.
Yeah.
Or if you're into amiibos, you're like, I fucking buy this amiibo and I get this dungeon for free. Like, you know. So I don't know. I guess it's just how you interpret it. Amanda's got me on this, not the amiibo train yet, luckily, but I'm sure we'll get there soon.
Eventually.
But we're on the pop figurine train right now, where she has been just collecting nonstop Star Wars pop figurines for me, and it's absolutely awesome.
I've seen pictures, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm like, I'll see a new one, or I'll see like a new batch get posted, and I'll be like, nope, Alex, like nope, don't, bad. I'm resisting for now, but we'll see how long my willpower holds out.
I know that my friend Tyler, he goes out and purchases amiibos. Him and his fiance go out and they they purchase the amiibos, the special edition ones, and then they buy 2 of them, and then they sell one online.
Yes, and
so
that shit
for an outrageous price.
Oh yeah, yeah. There will always be lots of that on eBay and stuff like that.
Matches. That ain't
those are fun in Smash Bros. Crazy. Those are fun.
You're talking about Smash Bros. I thought you were talking about people actually buying amiibos. I've seen people fist fight over amiibos before.
I don't know about that then. Yeah, if in that case, then I stay far away.
But amiibo death matches. So as far as I honestly don't know how it works in Super Smash Brothers, but I need to find out.
Oh yeah.
You've explained it to me before. I just need to see it in person.
Yeah, it is quite a sight to see, and like there are tournaments where people will bring in their amiibos, scan them like an exclusively amiibo, meaning it's not like they like sign up for a tournament and sneakily scan the amiibo. It's understood to be an amiibo specific tournament where people will bring them and scan them and pit them against each other to see which one. It's
That's
almost
amazing.
like
and
it's
you
almost.
Can you teach the amiibos like moves and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They pick up on as you beat the shit out of them, they pick up on how you're beating the shit out of them, and it's like the most fucking weird, abusive, kind of Pokemon-ish relationship. Trainer, trainee.
Yes.
Subjugate thing that is available in like modern technology. So yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Awesome.
It's a figure just oh shit, that is hardcore, and I stay far. I would stay. Far
Oh my
away.
god,
that's hardcore, Mike.
That is super hardcore. I want that though. That's
don't.
Amazing.
No,
It's like a pink race.
Most of the amiibo, and this would actually serve as a good transition because to back to the topic at hand. But the reason I would be like about that is because for the most part, most amiibo have like kind of come back from the void, have come back from the abyss of being like $90 on Amazon used or eBay, and like they've come back to like being actually attainable for the most part. Some of them are still pretty hard to come by,
right?
But for the most part, they're all fairly decently easy to come by, paying like retail price, maybe a little more, maybe like $15, but pretty good. But that is kind of the main rag when it comes to this amiibo as a DLC business model that Nintendo's starting to kind of lean towards, and I guess it's one. So I mean, I don't know, the amiibo gated dungeon rubs me a little bit the wrong way in a couple ways. On the one hand, it's I see it almost what's the word I'm looking for? Almost equivalent to like day one DLC. Or day one on disc DLC, because that's one part of this too, is that it's not like you download new stuff when you scan the amiibo. It unlocks something that's already on the disc. So people like gave Capcom shit for having like on disc day one DLC for like a good like, I don't know, it seemed like for maybe it was like 2013 2014, it seemed like every game they put out that year had that smuggled in somehow. People were like calling them out, and they were trying to play it off, and it's like, Capcom, we know what you're fucking doing here.
Right.
So they caught a lot of shit, and I don't see a lot of people giving Nintendo that level of shit, and I think the shit giving needs to be equal. So as much of a Nintendo fanboy as I am, it's like, alright guys, that's kind of not cool. And this is only just a couple months after how they made a big deal about... They've made a lot of trumpeting about how they, for the Smash Brothers DLC, there were multiple points during that final presentation where Sakurai was like, "Look, guys, like we worked really hard to bring you this DLC. We appreciate you guys playing it. Please know that this stuff was all developed after the game had finished. Even though it's more expensive to do it that way, like they were really going far of their way to like tell you guys like it's okay to buy this stuff because it's funding us making more of these types of things, as opposed to retrofitting it after the fact for being behind a paywall."
Right.
So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this particular business model, but the other reason I'm not a big fan of it is the availability. It's one thing to digitally buy a DLC thing that costs $10 or whatever, presuming that you're okay with that business plan, or that business model. But if you go out to try and find an amiibo, and it's sold out at Walmart, it's sold out at GameStop. We could probably order online from Amazon or something like that. Well, what if so and so doesn't have a credit card? They're only limited to cash. If it's highly available, then it'll probably be okay. If it has, but like this is a retail good that you can't just get like a digital download for. So
so it's not an infinite quantity.
Yeah, and it's like there's no way that the availability of a digital download. Or I guess, I don't know, I can't say one is better than the other, because in the opposite situation, what if somebody doesn't have a good internet connection, so it'd be harder for them to download. So I guess it's kind of hard to compare them apples to apples now that I'm saying it out loud. But still, it's the case of readily available quantities, I guess is how I best describe it.
Okay.
So that's my twofold kind of knee-jerk reaction.
That's a good point, though. I like the point of maybe not everyone's going to be able to actually purchase it, whether or not they want to purchase it. Unless they maybe do offer it digitally, and maybe after a certain amount of time where the amiibo's out, maybe they're like, okay, well now you guys can purchase it digitally.
They might. They will be selling it separately, so you don't have to buy the collector's edition or like the fancy schmancy special edition or whatever.
Okay.
So I mean, they've made that available, and what we do know is that if you do go through the dungeon, it helps you. I'm not 100% certain on this part of the functionality, but based on how many hearts you leave the dungeon with, I think get to replenish some of those later on as like a one-time thing. So It's almost like a bonus, like health potion. And then it also, if you complete the dungeon and get the bonus item from it, the bonus item is like I think they call it the Endless Wallet, where it maximizes your max rupees from 500 to like 9,999, which is pretty cool.
Oh shit! Okay.
And that would. In most Zelda games, that's like, kind of neat, but it's not going to be game-breaking. And this won't be game-breaking here, but it does mean it will allow you to really, really utilize the shit out of the armor set that you get in-game. Because in Twilight Princess, there's an armor set that you get that makes you invincible, but drains rupees while you're wearing it. So, in really tough battle situations, it can be really badass, but it really, really churns the rupees. So, like, having a full wallet of 500 will last you a couple minutes at best.
That's kind of okay.
And when you get hit, it like takes an additional chunk out of your rupee count. So it's a risk reward kind of thing.
You're right. Rupees are kind of easy to come by, though.
They are,
from what I understand.
So.
So
you're rarely poor in a Zelda game, so that's why I'm like, that's not a huge thing, but I understand people's frustrations.
Right. No, I totally.
What are you gonna do? Love you to death, Nintendo, but still some scrutiny.
Right. I'm still kind of sad that I'm not hearing anything new about the NX yet. I'm just awaiting information on it, and so many people say that it's going to be out this year, and Nintendo's like, they just keep their mouth shut.
I kind of hope they continue to keep their mouth shut for a while. I'm in no hurry. I mean, the Wii U, they've still got things to do, things to work on. Star Fox is coming out pretty soon.
I know, and I feel like I don't know what's going to happen to the Wii U when the NX is out and revealed. Because obviously I think they personally do need a system up to par with the hardware that is currently offered. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, that the Wii U is only like 4 years old, 3 years old,
something like that. Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
It's still technically new. It's still a very new system. I'm just wondering how they're going to support both devices.
People call it current gen. Some people argue with that label, but I mean it's considered current gen by most folks, myself included. So yeah, and that is a legitimate question of if this thing does come out, this thing that we know not a whole lot about, other than it's probably going to be. I think Nintendo defined it as a console, meaning that it's not going to be a handheld 3DS successor.
Right.
But I think they did say that it will be I think they described it as a home console, which those two words do carry some weight as far as like what we can expect. But I seem to recall also seeing a statement from Nintendo where they were like, it's gonna be like a separate thing. So you're gonna have Wii U, you're gonna have 3DS, and you're gonna have new console, new platform. So it might be something completely unlike the two. It might be something that's more of a middle ground between the two. Bets are off, man. Who knows?
They're bringing back Dreamcast.
Nintendo Cast.
Nintendo Cast.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like back, I guess was it last month or so when there were the rumors swirling about the Dreamcast 2. Oh my God, it's happening! And then it was like, just kidding. That was Nintendo like dipping the toes in the water, like, ooh, I wonder what it would happen when we reveal the actual news, and pull the curtain back. So I have no fucking idea.
Mike, what are you saying? You don't like playing with the giant touchscreen?
It can be weird. It can be weird for some. I know some people that love it. I know others that can't fucking stand it. For some games, I think it works. For others, I'm kind of meh about it for some games or the others. But it's all about how it's utilized. But to your point though, you're right. We haven't really heard much about it, other than that we'll probably hear something about it this year. Like meaning we'll hear actual details and not just a nebulous code name, but like we'll learn the actual, because like NX probably isn't going to be the actual name. We'll learn the actual name of it. Probably something more about the hardware or maybe the controllers. I hope. What
if they call it the Nintendo Wii?
We us or something.
We us.
Oh shit! But like. Oh, and I can see it because like there's the Wii U and they've got the logo, and then they move to the site S, and it's like Wii U special or something. Together. Yeah, I can see that being like, oh shit. What if I just fucking ruined it? Like, what if I just like ruined the surprise for not the surprise, but like everyone will be like, God damn it, fucking Alex, that piece of shit, calling that bullshit.
He called that. He
right,
knew it.
Right, Dexter?
Who told him secret details of Nintendo Us?
Gosh,
or Wii Us?
That jerk. But no, to your point though, I mean, I know that some people are hoping that we'll learn something within the next couple of months. I know that there are some rumors swirling that I heard March being mentioned as a month name that some people are speculating. I kind of hope we don't hear anything about it for a while, and I kind of hope it doesn't come out until sometime next year. But I say that because I'm a fan of things getting delayed. I cheered when Star Wars got delayed for 6 months. I hope it gets delayed to
for the 2017 release, right?
Yeah, it got delayed to December. I hope it gets delayed into 2017 or 2018. Honestly, I hope everything gets delayed because that means it gets more time to be perfect.
Yep. And apparently Nintendo's now sending ninjas for you, Alex.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And they will be ninjas with little Mario hats and Mario mustaches, and they'll be adorable. So if I have to die, that's like number 17 in my list of top 1,000 ways to go. So.
Little do you know, they've been breeding Yoshi-like Yoshi-like raptors in their facilities, and that's what they're riding.
I'm okay with that. Because that too sounds adorable. It'll probably be less adorable when they're ripping my spleen out.
Like they're fucking ferocious.
They're like
they're
actual.
Super scary.
Yeah, they're actual photorealistic, not Yoshis, but like photorealistic dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. Clever girl. Yeah, it'll be good times.
Clever girl.
Oh.
Death by Wii nunchucks. I fucking hope. I hope that is their weapon of choice.
Yeah, it'd be pretty sweet. It's a good way to go. Like I said, I'm ready. I've lived a good life. Tender age of 26. Death by Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree that I hope we don't hear anything about it. I want to hear things about it, and I'm hopeful for the community itself that nothing comes out this year. Because it sucks having to be like, well, did I waste my money buying the Wii U when there's this new thing coming out?
Yeah.
So, especially so early, because I actually told Amanda, because Amanda was like, well, we can buy a Wii U this year. I was like, why don't we just hold on? Like, why don't we just wait? Because I don't know what they're bringing out. Like, I have no idea what this is. So
that's a perfect example of how it affects their sales. So
it is true, yeah.
Perfect example. But
Indeed.
And a lot of people wonder that's the same thing. There are analysts that are asking, like, would it cut into the Wii U sales? And my answer is, it probably would. It probably would cut into it negatively. So, and I'm sure that these are things that the bigwigs and Nintendo are weighing, because that's a risk.
And I mean, Wii U isn't really selling all that much either. Wii U is very low on the actual sell boards.
Oh yeah,
so
it's selling consistently. It doesn't seem like it's taking any major dips or dives, and it does get decent spikes when like it got like crazy spikes when Splatoon came out. Of course, crazy spikes when Smash Bros came out. But that's probably it for like the big ones. Star Fox, I think I'm fucking excited about it.
Now the Star Fox game, are they bringing it back to where it's like the original Star Fox, like where you were actually flying a starfight, like a starfighter?
It's like similar. Like there's like the R-Wing can transform. They have like a walker mode where it like transforms into like an AT-ST kind of thing. They had a what was the other thing? It was like I want to say like a hovercraft. I don't know. I'd have to. It's hard to describe. Like I could visualize, but I can't really like articulate. But there's a couple different flight modes that you can like enter almost at will from what the videos were showing. I'm super fucking hyped for it.
That's kind of cool.
And yeah, I mean, I love Star Fox. I mean, of course, I'm excited for that game. But I mean, I recognize
only we could play as Pigment Dengar.
My beautiful reward. Yeah. I'm excited, but I recognize that the hype for that isn't near the Splatoon or Smash Bros level. So as far as like major spikes, it's probably going to be cruising into the long tail as far as sales are concerned. Which I'm fine with that. Yep,
I agree. Well, Alex, do you want to call it so you can get prepped for your good old meeting here?
I'd say we could like do another topic. Honestly, I'd say if we wrap things up in 10 minutes or so, that should give me time to take the old extra dog out and limber up for the extra life meeting. You know, do some exercises.
Oh, let's just do. What would you say? Which character classes do you typically prefer?
Oh yeah,
fighter, mage, healer, etc. It's something that I think you put on the list last week.
Yeah, it's just a general thing. Because it comes up all the time whenever me and my buddies pick up a new or start playing. Like, we want to do another round of Diablo 2, or we're starting up Neverwinter Nights 2, or things like that. And it's always the question of, what's everyone want to play? I usually wait till everyone else makes their pick and choose what would be what the party would benefit from.
You're a wise man.
Well, and I mean, and it usually works out pretty well. There have been a couple times where I've been burned, and I don't know. There have been a couple times where I've been burned by the opposite situation, where this happened in a D&D game once, and it still bothers me that I let it happen. But that's the Alex personality for you, the pushover piece of shit that I am. But it was a new D&D session that we were starting up, and it was one of the ones that Adam was running. And I was like, all right, cool. All right, it's a new campaign, guys. So let's start talking about what characters you guys want to make. And it was on the Facebook page, like that we all share the Facebook group. So I was like, okay, cool. And no one else had responded like a day later. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll stake my claim. I want to be a rogue. And then 2 other people said they're going to be rogues. And I'm like, fuck. It's like a 5-person group. We can't all be rogues. Fuck it. I'll go wizard. So I was like, and to this day, I'm like, man, God, I shouldn't have caved. I should have stuck to my guns.
You should have stuck.
But like,
because then you could have had shotgun.
Well, and what's better is that the other 2 rogue characters ended up dropping out of the campaign anyway. So like we were out without tramplining for that campaign. That was a weird one. We had 2 rogues, a wizard, a monk, and a bard. It was an awfully balanced party. And I understand that you want to play your fantasy. You want to play your character.
Right. You want to play what you feel.
And you want to play what you feel. But at the same time, there are party dynamics that need to be addressed, especially in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So in Diablo 2 or things like that, it's a little bit more loosey goosey. So,
yeah. Diablo 2 and 3 are pretty loose as far as the character classes you can play. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have a paladin in the party, but you're not going to die if you don't have one. Yeah,
right.
Just in general.
That's exactly how I feel.
Because I tend to pick last, I usually get the cleric. Every once in a while, I get fighter, or and if it's a complete open palette, then I go rogue. I'm a fan of the sneaky tumble around, like not so much ranged rogue, but like sneaky, being all sneaky snake and tumbling around in combat and trying to be all fancy. Yeah, I love that kind of shit.
That's awesome.
But cleric's fun too. It's nice being a block of metal that heals people and can be a stand-in fighter if need be.
Yep.
So I don't want to make it sound like I'm miserable if I'm not playing. Like I'll play fucking anything, but like those are the ones I play most frequently. How about yourself?
Yeah. I think the ones that I obviously play the most frequently is pretty much just straight up healer. Like I think I'm always in every single game that I play. I think I either pick some type of support or some type of healing class. I like damage classes, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm better everything else just by automatically picking it, and it's something that I enjoy anyways.
Yeah.
So, and it's a lot of times people are pretty impartial to picking any type of healing class.
I've noticed.
So,
yeah, I've noticed the same thing.
Like most people typically won't pick it straight off the bat. So what I do is I just pick it straight off the bat, and no one else has to worry about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I typically enjoy it. I think it's very fun. Tank class all the way.
Starcraft 2 LAN party, baby. I wish.
Oh,
that sounds wonderful.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a fair observation.
StarCraft 2 has a very nice mod coming out for Warcraft 3.
Wait, can you say that sentence again?
Yeah, StarCraft 2
has a mod coming out for Warcraft 3.
Yep.
My brain doesn't know how to parse that
It's
sentence.
a Warcraft 3 mod for StarCraft 2. There you go.
My mind!
I will send you some information on it because it looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
And they got all the original sounds and assets from Blizzard and imported it over to StarCraft.
Oh, wow. So it's, like, legit then.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds cool as hell.
It is. It looks incredibly nice.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Currently, it's in early alpha, and the two classes they have, or the two races they have, is orcs and humans, and it is beautiful.
Bullcrap.
No,
that sounds awesome. I would be legitimately interested in seeing that. You
can watch a couple gameplay videos online. You can look up Nobble. He's a lore person for WoW, and he just recently put out a video that they gave him an alpha version, and he played it straight through StarCraft 2.
I can dig it, man. That might be enough to convince me to finally pick that game up. Because, yeah, confession time, I've never played StarCraft 2. I played the first one. I have played the first one. I do not currently own the first one, but I have legitimately played it. So don't.
StarCraft 2 is very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on the. It's kind of on the out for competitiveness, though. So
so I've heard.
It's on its last leg.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was the last one, but the latest expansion came out recently, didn't it? Like a few months ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. No. Well. What are you gonna do? Good times.
Nah, nothing much.
Nothing much.
But I can't wait for that mod. It's gonna be fun.
No, that sounds cool.
And yeah.
Do you have a favored, talking about classes, do you have a favored race in Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2 for that matter?
My favorite race is probably Orc. I think I love Orcs.
Why am I even surprised? Why am I not surprised?
I love Orcs. Yep. Orcs are great. Orc Master Race is what me and Eric call them.
I was gonna say, how's Eric feel about Orcs?
Orc race? I'm sure he loves it.
It's not like he has a tattoo or anything.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, and for the Horde, man, that's how we roll.
Horde, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. What about StarCraft?
StarCraft, I think my favorite StarCraft is probably Protoss. I think I like them the most.
Yeah.
Instantly warping in units is probably one of the greatest features ever.
Yes. Yeah. That's a fair choice. I can respect that. Yeah. Any final thoughts on favorite classes? I know you mentioned healers and stuff like that. If it was a clean palette, you think you would still go healer?
If it's a clean palette and no one has selected yet, I would still go healer. Okay. Any day of the week, I would go healer. I think I just enjoy the way that they work. So I think I enjoyed playing them more than playing DPS and more than playing any type of tank class. I enjoy playing a healer the most.
I can dig it, man. Can never have too many of those, honestly.
No, you can't.
Ever.
No, not at all.
Yeah. What party is ever going to say, guys, we have too many healers? We need more. We need more tanks. We need more DPS. We have too many healers. Too much health.
Yep.
I'm too healthy.
That's a beautiful way to say it.
I've OD'd.
Too healthy.
Too healthy.
Too much health.
I've OD'd,
on health. OD'd on HP.
I'm dead. Guys, I'm dead. You healed me to death. You can actually do that in what do we call it? Supreme Dinomancy? Is that what we called it?
Yes, Supreme Dinomancy.
Or Cyber Dinomancy.
Cyber Dinomancy.
Cyber Dinomancy. Yes. I Divine Cybermancy. You have a little healing syringe that you inject yourself to heal yourself. But you can only use it. Well, you can keep using it, but it has like a recharge meter. And if you use it before it recharges, you have a chance of damaging yourself. So you can absolutely heal yourself to death by just and you just explode. Or even better, you heal a teammate to death. Or even better than that, a vital NPC, heal them to death. And
I like games where you
the game doesn't like that. Yeah. People get pissed when you do that. Weird, right?
In Cyber Dinomancy.
And Cyber Dino Landmancy.
Like when I pictured you playing that game, Cyber Dinomancy, that is. I pictured it was Turok, but with a bunch of fucking there's like a bunch of raptors with like robotic eyes.
Yeah, I envision it kind of being like Blood Dragon Far Cry 3 Blood
Yes.
Dragon. Yeah, like really really 80s futuristic. Yeah, yeah. Sadly, I wish that's what the game was. For those curious, it's called I Divine Cybermancy. EYE Divine Cybermancy. Really cool game. Really weird game. It's pretty far out, man. On that note, shall we call it?
I think we should call it.
Shall we call it? All right.
Got some stuff to get to.
I got some shit to shit.
I gotta start packing up here so I can be ready to roll out at 3 a.m.
All right. All right. This is a new time. Hey, what's up, Mystic Soul? I'm sorry, we're actually just wrapping up.
Yep.
We don't normally do Thursdays.
Yeah, this is an odd time. So Tuesday is our normal time. We'll be back next Tuesday, definitely.
We had to shift some things around for schedules and stuff, but
yeah,
we should be back to regular time. Will you be back in town next week?
I will be back in town next week, so we will be back to our regulars next week.
Cool beans. We'll have to hear about the remainder of your main adventures, and then we'll be back in good shape.
Hopefully, I do not get snowed in and on my way home tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah. So. Make sure to, if you see any abominable snowmen, make sure to suplex them sufficiently.
I will.
And take pictures.
Yes.
And
yes.
Nice hotel. Only the finest.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, thanks everyone for joining, and thanks everyone for talking and reminding us of, and Mike for reminding us of the jolliness of Pokemon Snap and its printable features.
Trip down memory lane. See,
I'm actually gonna seriously look that up after we.
That sounds Yeah, I gotta look that up later too. All right. Have a good one, Justin. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, Alex.
Mike, I'll see you in a little bit. Say bye, Dexter. Say bye, Dexter. Can I do it? Can I?
I see him there.
Boop.
Oh, you just.
Boop.
There he is.
Boop. Boop. All right, All right. Killing the stream. See you guys.
We'll see you guys.